Welcome to Boundary Talk, where we tackle the industry's biggest showdown, drones versus boots. Join Mike and Candace as they dive into the new ASPRS accuracy standards to determine if aerial photogrammetry can truly replace the boots-on-the-ground surveyor.
Welcome back to Boundary Talk. I'm Candace, your resident professional land surveyor. Sitting across from me is Mike, a man who has a personal vendetta against anything that flies and claims to do his job.
Look, I don't hate the technology, I just hate the marketing. Every week someone tells me a drone can map a property at survey-grade accuracy while I'm still back at the office finishing my coffee. But as we both know, the ground truth doesn't come for free.
It certainly doesn't. Today, we're diving into the drones versus boots debate. We're going to look at why photogrammetry is a godsend for safety and speed, but why Mike's total station is still the king of precision. To keep us honest, we're looking at the 2024 ASPRS Positional Accuracy Standards for Digital Geospatial Data, Edition 2.
All right, Candace, you've been reading that 100-page PDF from the American Society for Photogrammetry and Remote Sensing. What's the sky robot crowd saying these days?
The new standards are all about RMSE, root mean square error. The 2024 update is rigorous. It moves away from the old Class 1 or Class 2 designations and forces us to define accuracy by specific classes, like the 5-centimeter vertical accuracy class.
5 centimeters? For the folks at home, that's about 2 inches. If I'm setting a drainage pipe or a building corner, 2 inches is a massive failure.
Exactly. The ASPRS standards require that positional accuracy be reported at a 95% confidence level. This means that for a drone survey to be certified, 95% of the data points must fall within a specific error margin compared to independent checkpoints.
And here's the kicker. Who sets those checkpoints?
You do, Mike, with your boots and your total station. The ASPRS standards explicitly state that independent source data of higher accuracy must be used to verify the aerial mapping. You can't verify a drone with another drone.
I'll give credit where it's due. There are days I'd rather be a pilot than a hiker.
Let's look at highway mapping. If we need a topo of a busy 5-lane intersection in downtown LA, I am not sending you out there to dodge Teslas with a prism pole.
Much appreciated.
A drone can capture millions of points across that pavement in 20 minutes without a single lane closure. According to the ASPRS standards, for digital ortho images, we can hit horizontal accuracy classes that are more than enough for planning and high-level design.
What about stockpile volumes?
That's a perfect example. If a gravel yard needs to know how many cubic yards they have in a 50-foot-high pile, sending Mike to climb that unstable hill is dangerous and slow. A drone creates a point cloud of millions of points, giving a much more detailed volume than Mike taking 10 shots on the side of the pile.
Fine, the drone wins on the gravel pit, but what happens when the eye in the sky hits the trees?
This is where the ASPRS standards get interesting. They actually differentiate between non-vegetated vertical accuracy, NVA, and vegetated vertical accuracy, VVA.
Because photogrammetry can't see through a leaf.
Correct. If there's heavy canopy or thick brush, the drone is mapping the top of the woods, not the ground. The ASPRS standards acknowledge that vertical accuracy in vegetated areas is almost always lower.
This is why I still have a job. If an engineer is designing a gravity-fed storm drain line, they need the flow line, the elevation of where the water travels, and the exact ground elevation. If the drone is off by 3 inches because of some tall grass, that storm drain line is going to flow backward.
And then there are property corners. Mike, has a drone ever found a 1-inch iron pipe buried 6 inches under the dirt?
Never. It doesn't have a shovel and it doesn't have a magnetic locator. Photogrammetry is great for features you can see, curbs, manhole lids, buildings, but the invisible lines, the ones that start lawsuits, require boots.
I have a perfect story about why relying only on the drone can be a $100,000 mistake.
Oh, is this the luxury condo project in the hills?
Yes, the developer hired a drone-only mapping company to save money on the preliminary topo. They flew the site in the summer when the ivy and the trees were at full peak.
I can see where this is going.
The drone data looked beautiful. It showed a nice, smooth slope. The architect designed a massive retaining wall based on that drone map. But when Mike finally went out there to stake the building corners for construction, what did you find under that ivy?
A 4-foot-high historical stone wall that had been there since the 1920s. The drone saw the top of the thick ivy and modeled it as a smooth hill. It missed an entire structural feature because it couldn't penetrate the vegetation.
The architect had to redesign the entire foundation. The developer lost 6 weeks and thousands of dollars because they didn't have Mike verify the ground features first.
That's the difference. The ASPRS standards are great for defining how accurate the pixels are, but they don't replace the surveyor's eye for what the pixels are actually representing.
So, can photogrammetry replace Mike?
It can replace my walking. It can't replace my thinking. It is just a tool in your tool bag.
Well said. The 2024 ASPRS standards give us the mathematical framework to combine these worlds. We use the drone for the 90% of the work that is repetitive and dangerous, but we use the boots to set the control and verify the critical 1% where an inch truly matters.
It's a partnership. The drone is the assistant, and the total station is the judge.
If you want to dive into the math of RMSE or vertical accuracy classes, check out the 2024 ASPRS PDF. It's a thrilling read if you like statistics.
I'll stick to my shovel, thanks.
Thank you for joining us on Boundary Talk. Please like and subscribe for more videos on land surveying. It's free.
Keep your data tight and your boots tied. We'll see you next time.